Hi everybody. It's been a while since this is a brand new video and I'm hoping to make a few for you. This is really exciting product that I found for me. I've been working in a co-op health food store for 2 years now. I'm one of the essential workers, so I've been out there during the whole COVID. And what I love about this is finding these amazing products, and I am not supported in any way by this company. The only thing for me is I wish I had have known about this product 10 years ago, because I truly believe my daughter would still be alive. Brie died because of her intestines backing up on her kidneys and shutting them down. And she had, which is not unusual for Wolf Hershoi children, constipation basically all her life. Finally, I solved it when she was 30 by adding, at that point, I found out about green smoothies and more raw. And when I added that, we solved the daily, there was no more daily constipation, but there was already 30 years of damage to her intestinal tract. And the more I learn now, the more I go, oh my God, I know for sure she would be here because this repairs your gut lining. So I'll tell you, working in the store, I meet many people, so I've only known about this maybe 2 months. And Truffles, my puppy here, he's on it, and he's 14 and a half, almost 15, and doing very well. He's probably going to leave now in embarrassment. Yeah, there he goes. A family with an autistic child, he's about 7, and I've been working with the mom. Actually, the mom bought Brie's stroller. So I've been working with the mom, trying to find really healthy things. Problem always was taste with him, because he's very sensitive to taste and won't take things. Well, what's so nice about Ion Biome is it's tasteless. This, by the way, is shelf stable. You don't have to refrigerate it for like 6 years minimum. So that's really nice. You're not going to find anything else like that. So this is a tasteless liquid. It's like a liquid supplement, but it's not a probiotic, it's not a prebiotic. If anything, it's like a mineral supplement, but not really, because it just has basic trace minerals that you would find in, the skin of root vegetables. So what happened is I was really excited because I said to Mom, I've got this, and I've been listening to the information, and it is tasteless. So she trusts me. I mean, we've built up. She knows I've got going on 40 years of plant-based diet, qualified as a teacher and counselor since '97. And because of Brie, 40 years ago, there was no internet. I couldn't, there was no videos, there was no Google. It was reading and studying and researching. So about a week later, the dad comes in, and their child had diarrhea since birth. Diarrhea is gone now. But the big one, it touches my heart so much, was about another week. He came in, and I was up having lunch upstairs, and it's like, where's Wendy? Where's Wendy? And I'm going, and I knew it was him, and I said, hey, I'm coming. To heck with lunch, I'm coming. And the dad said, it's like a miracle. It's like my son is waking up. He's answering, he's talking to us. We ask him, where have you been? He says, I've been on a hike. This is not something he ever did before. And where did you go hiking? And he answers. And as the mom of having raised, a special needs child for, close to 37 years, a couple of months short, I know this changes your life. This simple product has changed their life. And you're going, well, what? Well, this is not like you're taking a vitamin C or a vitamin D, which are very important. This is it's what it literally does, and you can Google it. You can go to ionbiome.com and check it out. It used to be called Restore, and I highly recommend Googling or going to Spotify and listening to the podcast from the Healthy Guy podcast, number 76. And it's called, at that time it was called Restore. They've changed the name to Ion Biome, which makes much more sense. So, and over the years I've learned all this. There's a whole gut-brain connection. And literally the gut and the brain are made from the same tissue in utero. So I knew this, and I've always been doing the good food. But what I'm seeing now is 80% of the U.S. population minimum has leaky gut. And what's happening is because of all the Roundup or glyphosate. I always pronounce it wrong. Or just let's say Roundup. Glyphosate is an active ingredient in Roundup. Got it. And it's in the air, it's in the water, it's in everything. So the problem is it's water soluble. So we are 70% water. So therefore it's in the air. This product within 2 weeks, and they've got a published study, takes the glyphosate in your body down 23%. That's huge. It literally, so your gut lining, I think it's like half a hair follicle thick, if I got that right. So this breaks it down. This builds it up. The glyphosate, literally, those junctions that are supposed to hold that all together just break apart, and then you get leaky gut, which just causes all the autoimmune and on and on and on. And then when those junctures break down, junctures all over your body are breaking down. So what I say to people, think about, you're ready to have this wonderful Epsom salts bath. Because Epsom salts, the magnesium is so important for your body, and the best way for the body to absorb it is topically through your skin. But there's holes in your bathtub. Well, you can put as much as you want in, but the effectiveness is not going to be that great because it's going to be leaky. A leaky bathtub, a leaky gut. So what this does is it takes, and there's a wonderful picture. So I'll tell you the man that brought this together a little bit. His name is Dr. And I'll have a picture at the beginning of this, how it takes gut lining on glyphosate, which is all torn apart, and then on Ion Biome, how it's all tightened up, and regular and how it's all tightened up. It's amazing. So Dr. Zach Bush is a triple certified medical doctor. He was doing chemo research and was looking for, and please, I have a literature, geography, history background. I don't have, unfortunately, a strong scientific. But when my gut understands things and my instinct understands it, I go, yeah. So he didn't find this redox molecule, I think, that he was looking for in chemo. Became a plant-based doctor and found that even many of his patients were doing great, but there was still a percentage that wasn't responding with the wonderful food they were having. And so then he found this in this 60 million year old soil, I believe it is. I think it comes out of the southwest of the United States. This molecule he was looking for, and I'm explaining the simplistic terms here, and came up with Ion Biome. And this is, it's totally safe, totally non-toxic, and it literally repairs your gut lining. So what happens with leaky gut is you've got your cells there, and an analogy is a cell phone that it's all ready to work, it's ready to go, but you're not close to a cell tower, so even though it's ready to go, it can't do its work. The body is made to heal itself, but if the cells aren't talking to each other, it can't do anything. And an interesting thing that I found too, speaking of connections, is that as I've been taking this, my thinking is clearer, my understanding is clearer. It's a real subtle, very neat thing. So when you repair your gut lining and those junctures, I almost think it is this beautiful netting or whatever. Anyway, the junctures are knit. Then you start having communication between your cells. Then your cells can go, oh, I need to heal this, I need to heal that, because I really do feel the body is made to heal itself. So that's really neat. So it starts talking together. Now, people think about, this is like a teaspoon 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and supper. But if someone had SIBO, for example, or Lyme, really heavy Lyme disease, they would start with drops. If my daughter were still alive, I'd start her on a 1/16 of a teaspoon in some water. And then knowing me, I'd wait like 3 to 5 days and then double it. And then just do it really, really slowly. I started a teaspoon 3 times a day because I'm not on any medications. I have no particular issues. I started straight off. The only thing that could possibly happen is, it's sort of the idea, if you've got a lot of challenges, physical challenges going on, and you start full dosage 3 a day, I heard the analogy was, it's like walking into a building that has no electricity, and all of a sudden you turn everything on, and it's almost can be a shock, like, oh, this wall needs to be painted, and those stairs need to be repaired, and this needs to be done, and that needs to be done. Whereas, if someone has an issue, like with my daughter starting at a low dose, then you can, put the front entrance light on and check out what needs to be done there, and then, double it and go up from there. So we've got a friend coming back here. He wants to show off because he says, I'm on Ion Biome too. And speaking of that, this little guy is playing with his toys again. He's 14, almost 15. So he's playing with his toys again. And I know this sounds weird, but his bowel movements are pretty much stellar for a dog. And I gotta tell you, any natural person knows that they look at how someone's bowel movements are. When I got this little guy 7 years ago, his bowel movements like hard rocks, hard black rocks. So he's pretty happy in that sense, and the fact of how old he is. And he's been doing, and he has no reason. I put it in his water. So he has no idea there's something in his water. It's tasteless. So, that's an interesting, he's like a study unto himself, because he has no reason to go, well, is it this or is it that, or, judge it in any way. So what's neat about it is it comes in a 2-month supply, which I like. It comes for children, and it comes for pets. The difference with the pet one is it has silica in it. It comes even like a travel size, just 6 days. And for someone who is like SIBO or Lyme's and starting really, really small, they might want to start with the nasal spray. I do it anyway, because the nasal spray, your gut really starts here and goes right down through the whole thing. So a lot of times in the middle of the night when people are like draining, they'll end up with reflux and stuff like that. So it really starts here. So the nasal is very, very sensitive. Start that way. I have a person who has really, really severe Lyme who comes into the store, and started her on it, and she is so happy with it. There are different things, and she has to take it really slowly. And already, not even at full dosage, she's seen some nice things happen, like body temperatures she couldn't maintain are now climbing to normal, and she's just really excited because she has been working with her own health for so many years now. So if I could, for me, I'm really excited about this. Special needs kids, which is my heart. with all the intestinal problems and the, Wolf-Hirschhorn kids, the kiddos have the constipation and the bowel and the trying to gain weight, the absorption. I didn't have it for Brie, but I can tell you I'm happy to share it. As a nutritional teacher and counselor, with all the things I knew of the foods I would, ask people to go off of first. And now I know the baseline product that I had asked them to start taking would be the Ion Biome, because you repair that gut lining. And the most important thing, especially nowadays, is at least 60% of your immune system is growing in your gut. So that's huge. That's not only huge for COVID now, this is not going to be the last virus, because unfortunately the population in the United States is just so unhealthy in general. And the most important thing is to build up your immunity. So, you build your strength in your gut, which is, for me, this is the base. And then everything else is going to start working. The cells are going to communicate together and talk and go, oh, I need to repair this, I need to repair that. You put in some good, really good food. For me, it's celery juice and heavy metal detox smoothies and homemade veggie soups and miso soups, and you start putting, everything's going to be, it's going to power up everything more. So please go and check out, Google it. I mean, we sell it at the store I work in, but you can get it online. Google ionbiome.com. Please listen to Dr. Zach Bush. The man is brilliant. And I've listened to podcasts 3 and 4 times. I've just listened to the podcast Healthy Guy number 76 my 4th time, because I'm still learning things from it. It's just an amazing thing. Okay, for your kiddos, if you're planning on having children, start this before you even get pregnant. All right, thank you so much.